everybody, and welcome to Grief Rebel. I'm Jim Spelman. First off, I want to say that I'm really grateful that you're here and honored because I know that you're grieving. I know that you're leaning into healing, and that's what Grief Rebel is all about. Is how can I create a life that works for me from a life that has been blown apart by the death of my spouse, my partner, or my special someone. And I've been there. I know what it takes to even be watching a video and leaning into healing. So I'm really honored that you're here. We're going to be talking today about the 12 healing tenets. That's the guiding framework, the flexible framework that I have developed over a long time to help us practically and powerfully move with grief and through grief. And I say with grief specifically because grief isn't something to get past or over or to get through necessarily. If we move through grief fluidly, that leads to healing. And if you haven't watched the other videos, I invite you to do so. And I explain each of the 12 healing tenets one by one. And you can also go to jimspellmancoach.com and download those 12 healing tenets absolutely free, no charge. I just want you to have them so that you can really begin to heal with ease, heal with power, and heal in your own way. So, I want to introduce the 12 healing tenets to you. I developed these over my own long healing and trauma journey, which I talk about in another video. And this is one of the main tenets. Now, I want to explain a little bit about the healing tenets in that they're in no specific order. So, the one that I'm talking about today isn't the most important one, it's not the one that means the most. These are about reading them and feeling what resonates with you on a day-to-day basis, especially if you're in really deep grief, if you're new to grief, if you're really raw and you're really feeling immersed. You might read through the 12 healing tenets and say, these two really resonate with me today. Now, you could be 6 days from the death of your partner, spouse, or your loved one, or you could be 6 years or 16 years. It really doesn't matter. These 12 healing tenets work um, no matter how far out you are in your grief. So it doesn't matter if you're 6 days, 6 years, or 16 years out from the death of your partner, spouse, or your loved one. These 12 healing tenets will resonate with you sometimes. It could be a different tenet on the same day. It could be a tenet that lasts a week. And I just wanted to introduce this one today. It's grief is really messy, and that is okay with me. And I want to let you know that these are written super specifically for us as widowed people, that every word is chosen very specifically. Um, Grief is really messy, is the general statement. The most important part of this is that is okay with me because I know, and all the people that I talk to, that grief can be so thick, it can be so complex and really, really messy, really, really muddy, really, really thick. How this tenet helps is when you're feeling like it's so thick, like you're walking around numb, you're walking around like your head has been cut off, you're walking around like you don't even know who you are. This is a tenet that resonates because you can know that you're normal. You can know that at any moment, no matter how feeling immersed you are, that you are okay. That grief is really messy, and the thickness of it and the craziness of it is, I am okay with that. Because what happens in grief, especially as widowed people, is not only are we grieving and our world has just completely blown apart, but we add this added layer of, am I grieving okay? Is this the way that I'm grieving okay? Is this normal? I feel crazy. What's going on? And I want to let you know, even like I said, 6 days, 6 months or 16 years out, you may have periods of time where you just don't feel like you're grieving the right way. You might feel like the complexities of the grief, something that you're experiencing is different or not normal or crazy. And I'm here to tell you, no matter how messy it gets, if you can create, even in that thickness, that you're okay with it, not that grief's okay and that you're going to be perfect and that it's a perfect day and all that stuff. I'm just saying that you can be okay with the messiness of grief. So I just want to show you on my website, there's all 12 healing tenets in 4x6 cards, and they come in this really kind of cool flip frame that is really handy, and it can sit on your desk or on your kitchen counter. And then you can grab a healing tenet and replace it. And this can be the highlighted one for the day. I always have it on my desk, and I'm replacing them pretty consistently. My my healing tenet today was, my harsh words towards myself don't serve me anymore, which I will go through in another video. But I want to let you know that I use these healing tenets every single day, sometimes multiple ones. I pick them out, whatever resonates. It's a reminder. It's it's you've heard of mantras. It's a visual mantra for you. And whenever I look at them and whenever the people that I work with look at them, it's such a relaxing reminder of everything is going to be okay, that I am doing this the way that works for me and that is right for me.